You know, we have our first film that we worked on, Priest, and it's coming out next month, and I'm really proud of that, and I think that it was a really strong start for the creative Cartel. The visual effects, we had over 750 shots in that movie. The budget, if I had done that budget several years ago before the industry has revolutionized like this, I would have guessed that the budget should have been about 3 times higher than what it was. We did it, I can't talk about specific numbers, but we managed to do 750 shots at a price that would make any filmmaker's jaw drop, and I think that the work in it is incredible. I'm proud of every shot that we have in that movie. I think that visually it's a really stunning movie.
What type of work is going on in this movie that you feel is very exciting for the viewer to see?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have great creature work, which is always fun. Everybody loves a monster. Everybody loves a good vampire monster. You know, our set extensions, our digital environments, all that stuff. You know, we shot some of our stuff out in Lakeview Terrace in a big open lot with a small green screen on a windy day, and you know, we turned that into a post-apocalyptic desert rooftop fight with a full-size CG train. So you know, all of the work I think would hold up to any other film that had 3 times the visual effects budget that we had.
Can you talk a little bit about how you found the people that worked on Priest and some of the things that they did that people will see in the movie?
Well, primarily my company deals with production management and infrastructure. So, you know, we're a team of production-related people. We're data managers, we're producers, we're coordinators. We don't have any in-house artists that actually do work. So, for each production, and like we did on Priest, is we look at the work as a whole, and then we kind of start to separate it into different categories. Like, here are our digital environment shots, here are our CG character shots, here are our matte painting shots, and we group those together, and then we look at the companies that do that type of work best. And then we go through our bidding process and whatnot.
How do you break down what's necessary, and how do you parcel that out?
Yeah, I mean, it starts with reading the script, and you read the script, and well, that you can't do that reel, I don't think we can do this reel, so you start with a highlighter, and then you make a list from the highlighted pieces, and if it's a paragraph that's describing action, you try and think, okay, how many different cuts might this be? Okay, I'm going to put 7 shots in for that, and then you look at what can't be achieved shooting it practically, so you come up with what your visual effects list will be, what you need to do, and then, like we were saying, I group that into different categories: character animation, digital environment, that sort of thing, and put together packages that have those types of work in them. Send them out to vendors to get bids, make your selection, and then start your real work.
Okay.
So we may have a model that, you know, on Priest we created our own models for our CG characters, because we might have 2, maybe 3 companies working on the same CG model for various shots. So we created the model. We couldn't go any further though, because companies have their own proprietary rigging system. So the rigging is kind of what tells the model how to move. We had to let them do their own rigging, and we'd run into that some, but I feel the more that we can share, the stronger we are, actually. You know, when I left ImageWorks, I threw out everything I thought. I tried to let go of all my old ideas about how I had known things to be for the last 27 years. I tried to throw out you know, how we do things. This is how we do visual effects. This is, you know, you do this, or you do that, and try to have an open mind at looking at all this stuff. So when we're doing shows now, you know, I really like the idea of sharing. I don't want, visual effects companies, we used to work in a box, and it's like, this is ours, and you can't see my hand, and this is what I do, and can't look behind the curtain. I don't believe in that old way of working anymore. I believe in sharing, not necessarily technology, but sharing assets between all of the companies, and really working together to try and get the most robust work that we can get, you know, the most on the screen that we can get, and by cooperating and working together, I think that we get more of that.